Hello, friends. Today we begin a brand new series, the third Lord in all 12 houses. In Vedic Astrology, the third house represents your courage, communication, siblings, your skills, and the effort you put into life through your own hands and your own will. And the planet that rules your third house tells us a great deal about how you take initiative, how you express yourself, and what kind of relationship you have with your siblings and close neighbors. So in this series, we will go through all 12 possible placements of the third lord from the first house to all the way to the 12th house. So let's get started. Third lord in the first house. So the first house is the house of self, your physical body, your personality, your health, and the way you naturally show up in the world. So when the third lord sits in the first house, then you are someone who carries the energy of the third house right into your personality. So people can sense quickly that you are someone who does things, you act, you speak up, and you take initiative. You are not the type to sit and wait for things to happen. So whether it is like starting a new project or picking up a new skill or simply being the first one to speak in a room, that boldness is your natural quality. And your relationship with siblings has also shaped you, how you carry yourself, and the strengths. You have a naturally bold and courageous personality. People see you as someone who goes for it, and that quality opens doors that stay closed for those who hesitate. And you are a strong communicator who expresses ideas with a real energy and confidence. And there is a very self-made quality about you. You build your life through your own effort and initiative, like rather than waiting for someone else to open the door for you. Challenges. Restlessness is your constant companion. Like you always want to be doing something, moving somewhere, starting something new. This energy is powerful, but it is not. If it is not channeled well, it scatters your focus and leaves many things half finished. You can be quite impulsive, like jumping from one situation to another or one conversation to another, or making decisions without thinking them thoroughly. Like your body wants to act before the mind has finished thinking. So you should learn to pause sometimes. And your relationship with siblings can sometimes be complicated. Like there may be competition and tendency to dominate. What to practice? Before acting on an impulse, whether it is starting something new, saying something bold, or making a quick decision, give yourself a small pause. And channel your restlessness into consistent creative or physical practice like sports, writing, music, or anything that gives that third house energy a healthy and productive home. And make a conscious effort to finish the things you start. Sign variations, like all the planets as third lord sitting in the first house. So sun, if sun is your third lord sitting in placed in the first house in your chart, you have an authoritative and confident way of expressing yourself. Your personality is built around leading through communication and bold self-presentation. There may be rivalry with siblings. If moon is your third lord in the first house, you are emotionally expressive and expressive on how you carry yourself. Your courage tends to rise and fall with your emotional state. For example, you will feel secure. When you feel secure, you are fearless, and when you feel unsettled, that boldness is not there. And your bond with siblings is likely to be deep and meaningful. If Mars is your third lord in the first house, you have a highly energetic, fearless, and almost warrior-like personality. You act fast and think later, which works brilliantly in high energy situations but needs some moderation in personal relationships and long term planning. If Mercury is your third lord placed in the first house, then you are sharp, witty, quick thinking, and naturally multi talented. Your personality is built around your intelligence and your ability to express ideas clearly and cleverly. Opportunities come to you through your communication skills. If Jupiter is your third lord in the first house, you have a wise, warm, and genuinely encouraging personality. Your courage is expressed through guiding, teaching, and inspiring others rather than through aggressive actions. Siblings often look up to you, and you carry a natural philosophical dignity in everything you do. If Venus is your third lord in the first house, you are charming, creative, and naturally expressive in graceful and artistic way. Your courage shows itself through your creative work and your ability to express beauty and emotion. You are diplomatic and sweet in how you communicate. So people genuinely enjoy being around you. If Saturn is your third lord in the first house, you have a serious, disciplined, and deeply thoughtful personality. Your courage is not loud or showy. It is the quiet kind that shows up consistently over the long run. You act slowly but very thoroughly, and what you build through patience tends to last far longer than what others rush into. If Rahu is connected with the third lord in the first house, then you have an unconventional, magnetic, and sometimes unpredictable personality. Your drive to communicate, create, or act can become genuinely obsessive. Your courage shows up in unusual and sometimes rebellious ways, like you are not afraid to go against anything, and that can take you places others simply would not reach. If Ketu is your third lord in the first house, you are quietly courageous in a way that doesn't need to announce itself. You have skills from past lives in communication, craft, or creative work that surface naturally in you and that make you quietly impressive. You act from inner knowledge rather than external pressure, and there is a real spiritual dignity in how you carry yourself. Third lord in the second house. So the second house is the house of wealth, family, speech, food, and accumulated resources. So when third lord sits here, your courage, skills, and personal initiative are channeled directly into building financial security and strengthening your family life. So you are someone who earns through effort. Your income does not fall into your lap. You go and get it through your skills, your communication, and your willingness to hustle. Writing, speaking, trading, teaching, or any work that requires you to use your hands and your voice, these are your natural income pathways. Your siblings may also play a meaningful role in your financial life. Either they could be your business partners or sources of support and strengths. You have a genuine talent for turning your skills directly into wealth. Siblings or close childhood connections can bring financial opportunities, or they could support you at important moments in your life. Your speech is persuasive, skilled, and often a direct financial asset. You could use your speech whether in sales, teaching, media, or any field where communication drives income. Challenges. Your income tends to come in waves rather than in a steady stream. There could be strong periods followed by quieter ones. So learning to save well during the good times is very important for you. Financial misunderstandings or disputes with siblings are possible. So it is important to keep all money matters with family members transparent. And there is a tendency to spend before saving. What to practice? Build the habit of saving a fixed portion of every income before you spend anything. Keep all financial dealings with siblings clear and formal. Pick one skill and invest in mastering it deeply. Because the third house loves picking up many things, but deep mastery is what brings consistent and reliable income. Sign variations. If Sun is your third lord placed in the second house in your chart, then your wealth is being built through authoritative communication, leadership, or media work. Your family name is tied to your courageous efforts. There is pride in what you build. Your speech is confident and commanding. People trust what you say. If Moon is your third lord in the second house, you are emotionally driven earner who works best when you feel supported and secure. Your income may be connected to your mother, your family environment, or any nurturing profession. When life is at home, when life at home is settled, your earning tends to be better as well. If Mars is your third lord in the second house, you are an aggressive and determined earner who builds financial security through technical skills or through physical effort or competitive fields. You are protective to your family's resources. Your speech is bold and direct. If Mercury is your third lord in the second house, you are witty, articulate, and naturally business minded. Multiple income streams through writing, trading, teaching, or networking come naturally to you. Your intellect is your most bankable quality, and you know how to use it. If Jupiter is your third lord in the second house, your wealth grows through wisdom, teaching, publishing, or any field that involves sharing genuine knowledge. You are generous with your family. Your speech is inspiring. Like people feel uplifted after a conversation with you. If Venus is your third lord in the second house, your income flows through creative arts, beauty, media, or any field that involves aesthetic expression. Your voice is charming and melodic. It's naturally pleasing to others. And siblings may share your artistic sensibility. If Saturn is your third lord in the second house, your wealth is built slowly and through disciplined skill building. You are careful and measured in your speech. You do not say more than what is needed, and what you accumulate financially is solid and long lasting because you take nothing for granted. If Rahu is associated with third lord and the second house, your income may come through technology, digital media, or unconventional skills. Your speech is magnetic and highly persuasive. Siblings' financial dynamics can be complex or unusual. If Ketu is associated with third lord and the second house, the skills and abilities from past lives surface quietly in you and become a natural income source without much effort. Your speech is spare and thoughtful. What you say tends to carry depth. You are somewhat detached from accumulating family wealth, even though you are perfectly capable of doing so. Third lord in the third house. So the third lord is the house of courage, effort, siblings, communication skills. And when third lord sits in his own house, it is the most natural and powerful position. When third lord is in the third house, you are generally built for action. Effort, expression, and initiative comes so naturally to you that you may not even realize how much more energetic and capable you are compared to most other people. Your communication skills, whether it is writing, speaking, performing, or crafting, are one of your greatest natural gifts. And your siblings, if you have them, are likely to be meaningful and supportive presence in your life. Strengths. You are exceptionally courageous and self-reliant. You do not wait for permission or help. Your communication and writing talent is strong and natural. Ideas flow out of you easily, and you have a real gift for expressing things. Your bond with siblings tends to be warm and mutually supportive. Challenges. There is a tendency toward overconfidence, like jumping into things, assuming you can handle everything, and sometimes taking on more than that is actually manageable. Restlessness is very real for you. You generally struggle to sit still, and you always need to be doing something, learning something, or going somewhere. This is wonderful energy, but it can exhaust both you and the people around you. And your many interests and skills can scatter your energy. Like you start 10 things, master none of them. So choosing focus over variety is the key challenge of this placement. What to practice? Practice doing one thing at a time with full attention, even if it is for short periods. Because the quality of what you produce goes up dramatically when you stop multitasking and allow yourself genuine rest. Because resting is not laziness, it is for maintenance. So you should keep in mind about that. Because your high energy nature needs some downtime to stay sustainable over the long run. and choose depth over breadth whenever possible. Like pick 2 or 3 skills to go really deep rather than collecting 100 competencies. Sign variations. If Sun is your third lord in the third house, you are confident, expressive, and commanding communicator. Leadership through boldness and clear self-expression is natural for you. Your siblings' relationships carry pride and loyalty, and the bonds formed early in life tend to be lasting. If Moon is your third lord in the third house, your creative output is emotionally rich and deeply personal. Your courage is driven by deep instinct rather than logic. You often know what to do before you can explain why. Siblings are close and nurturing. If Mars is the third lord in the third house, you are fearless, high energy, and physically powerful. Sports, martial arts, technical crafts, and any field requiring physical and mental courage are natural for you. Siblings' energy is competitive and energetic. It pushes you to be better. If Mercury is the third lord in the third house, you are brilliantly sharp, naturally multi-skilled, and overflowing with ideas. Writing, speaking, and any field that requires quick and clever thinking is where you shine brightest. The creative restlessness is in you is a gift, but just remember to finish what you start. If Jupiter is your third lord in the third house, you are wise and generous in your efforts. Teaching, guiding, and inspiring others comes naturally to you. You are a good communicator who leaves people feeling more capable after speaking with you. Siblings genuinely benefit from your guidance. If Venus is your third lord in the third house, your courage shows itself through beautiful and artistic expression. Music, design, performance, or any creative craft is where you feel most alive and most courageous. Sibling relationships are affectionate and harmonious. They are a real source of comfort for you. If Saturn is your third lord in the third house, you are disciplined and deeply skilled. Your expertise is built through years of patience, consistent effort, and sheer persistence. Your sibling relationships are serious, reliable, and long-standing. If Rahu is related with the third lord and the third house, you are an obsessive skill builder who thrives in cutting-edge, unconventional, and highly specialized fields. Your drive to master and communicate is intense, and it pays off in a big way when channeled well. Sibling dynamics can be intense, unusual, or surprisingly transformative. If Ketu is related with the third house and the third house, mastery from past lives flows through you effortlessly. You are skilled in ways that you did not have to work hard to develop, and this quietly impresses people. Your communication is intuitive and deeply meaningful. You approach courage and effort with a spiritual lightness that is genuinely rare. Third lord in the fourth house. The fourth house is the house of income, mother, inner peace, property, and emotional foundation. When third lord moves into the fourth house, your courage and initiative are deeply connected to your domestic world. You are someone whose confidence and initiative are deeply shaped by your home environment. When things are settled at home, you are bold and active. When there is unrest in your domestic life, your courage and drive tend to take a hit too. Your skills and communication abilities are often developed close to home through family, local community, or a home-based practice or business. Siblings and local neighborhood are often emotionally significant to you. Strengths. Your home environment is a genuine source of strength and courage for you. Skills developed in the domestic or local environment, like writing from home, crafts, teaching, or local business, can flourish in very natural and sustainable way. Your siblings and local community provide real emotional support. They are a meaningful part of your inner security. Challenges. When your home or family is in turmoil, your personal courage and initiative tend to collapse along with it. So this is the main vulnerability of this placement. So building emotional stability is not entirely dependent on external circumstances. It's important to work for you. There can be real restlessness at home. There could be a constant need to rearrange, renovate, move, or change things up. You may take on too many efforts within the domestic sphere, like carrying the weight of too many family responsibilities or local commitment at once. which could leave you drained. What to practice? Invest actively in creating peace and calm in your home environment. Like even small steps like a tidy space, a regular routine, or a peaceful corner make a big difference on how courageous and clear headed you feel. Consider whether your skills and interests could support a home based income or local community project, because this placement supports it naturally. And nurture your siblings' relationships with care, like a phone call or a visit or a kind word. These bonds quietly anchor your inner life more than you realize. Sign variations. If Sun is your third lord placed in the fourth house in your chart, then your pride and authority are expressed through your home and family. There is likely a strong and influential mother figure in your life. Your courage is very much about protecting your domestic legacy and dignity of your family name. If Moon is your third lord in the fourth house, your courage is deeply emotionally rooted. Your mother is one of the key sources of your confidence in life. Your domestic environment shapes your initiative in a very direct and personal way. If Mars is the third lord in the fourth house, your home life is active and energetic. You are likely to renovate, build, or physically transform your home repeatedly. Sibling dynamics within the home can be intense, but also genuinely motivating. You approach domestic challenges with real physical energy. If Mercury is the third lord in the fourth house, your home is an intellectual and communicative environment. You may have grown up in an educated family that valued learning and expression. A home based business, writing practice, or teaching setup suits you naturally. If Jupiter is a third lord in the fourth house, your home is wise, generous, and filled with genuine sense of values and philosophy. Your courage was nurtured by the strong ethical foundation of your family. You carry a spiritual and grounded quality that others find reassuring. If Venus is your third lord in the fourth house, your home is beautiful and harmonious, a space where creative skills genuinely flourish. Your siblings' relationships are warm and rooted in a shared appreciation for the comforts of home. You find real courage in beauty and domestic harmony. If Saturn is your third lord in the fourth house, your home environment is structured and disciplined. Courage for you is built slowly through taking on domestic responsibility with patience and reliability. Your family sees you as the dependable one. And that role, though sometimes heavy, also gives you quite strength. If Rahu is related with the third lord and the fourth house, your home environment may be unconventional or influenced by foreign cultures or unusual circumstances. Restlessness at home is intense. Your courage comes from breaking away from traditional expectations of what home should look like. If Ketu is related with the third lord and the fourth house, your home is spiritual, simple, and minimal. You carry a genuine detachment from domestic affairs. You are not particularly invested in making your home impressive. Inner peace is found through simplicity and solitude, and your quiet home environment reflects that beautifully. Now, third lord in the fifth house. The fifth house represents intelligence, creativity, children, romance, and past life merit. So it is one of the most auspicious houses. And if third lord is present in the fifth house, you are someone who is at their most courageous and most alive when they are creating, teaching, performing, and expressing something meaningful. Whether it is writing, public speaking, teaching children, performing on stage, or simply telling a story, when your effort and your creativity come together, something genuinely special happens. Your children or students also bring out your best communication gifts. Strengths. You have a natural and real talent for creative writing, performance, storytelling, or artistic communication. Working with or around children or students often brings out the very best of your communication skills, like teaching, mentoring, or simply playing with ideas in a learning environment suits you beautifully. Past life creative merit gives you an ease in artistic or intellectual expression that others may have to work much harder for. Challenges. There is restlessness in romantic relationships. You tend to fall in love with ideas and people quickly, and then get bored and want something new. This can create instability in your personal life if it is not brought into awareness. The fifth house is also the house of speculation, and with the third lord's impulsive energy here, there is a risk of throwing effort or money into risky creative ventures without proper planning, and you may overcommit to too many creative projects at once, so leaving a lot of half finished work. What to practice? Before starting a new creative project, check how many existing ones are still waiting for your attention. Complete at least one before opening another. Approach creative speculation, whether financial or artistic, with real discipline, and pour your joy and energy into craft, into getting genuinely good at one creative form. Because the depth you build is what takes you from interesting to extraordinary. Sign variation. If Sun is your third lord in the fifth house, you are a bold and authoritative creative presence. Whether performing, writing, or leading a creative project, you do it with confidence and pride. You are deeply invested in your children's accomplishments, because their success is genuinely your joy. If Moon is your third lord in the fifth house, your creative expression is emotionally rich and deeply personal. You are a natural storyteller or nurturing teacher. Your connection with children is intuitive and deeply loving. You understand your children in a way that many adults simply do not. Third lord in the fifth house. If Mars is your third lord in the fifth house, you are bold and competitive in creative pursuits. You go after what you want to express with real energy and fire. Physical performance, sports, drama, or any creative field with an element of competition suits you perfectly. If Mercury is your third lord in the fifth house, you are a gifted writer, speaker, and a teacher. Your sharp intellect fuels your creativity output in continuous and productive stream. Income through education, intellectual creative work, or content creation is natural for you. If Jupiter is your third lord in the fifth house, your creative work carries genuine wisdom and philosophical depth. You are a natural inspiring teacher. Your relationship with children and students is fortunate and genuinely enriching for both them and you. If Venus is your third lord in the fifth house, you express yourself beautifully through music, fine arts, design, and performance. Your creative output is graceful and appealing, and income through entertainment or artistic work flows through naturally. Your romantic and creative lives are deeply intertwined. If Saturn is your third lord in the fifth house, your creative development is slow but extremely deep and lasting. You are a structured and patient teacher who builds lasting understanding in those you guide. Your artistic work may take time to find its audience, but when it does, it endures. If Rahu is related with the third lord and the fifth house, your creative drive is obsessive, boundary pushing, and genuinely original. You are not interested in doing what has been done before. You want to break new ground. Sudden gains and losses through creative ventures are possible. If Ketu is linked with the third lord and the fifth house, your creative gifts surfaced naturally from past lives. They feel effortless and almost given rather than learned. Your artistic or communicative expression carries a spiritual and deeply meaningful quality that touches people at a level they cannot always explain. You are a quietly brilliant creator. Sixth house. Third lord in the sixth house. The sixth house is the house of enemies, debts, disease, and daily service, competition, and obstacles. It is one of the Dushisthana house, or the difficult houses. And when third lord is in the sixth house, your courage is not the easy kind. It is the kind that gets tested repeatedly, and it comes out harder and more genuine on the other side. You may have faced competition that felt unfair, sibling dynamics that were complicated, or simply a life where you had to fight for things that others seems to receive easily. But what you gain from this is something very few people have: a real and unshakable personal resilience, and a communication style that knows how to handle pressure without falling apart. Strengths. You are an excellent fighter. You rise above competition and obstacles more consistently than others. because you have real practice at it. Your communication skills find a powerful home in service fields like law, healthcare, social work, counseling, or any environment where the ability to speak clearly under pressure makes a real difference. The resilience you have built through repeated challenges is genuine and deep. Challenges. Sibling relationships may involve ongoing conflict or health concerns. So these relationships need patience, clear boundaries. Your communication style can become combative, especially when you feel challenged or under pressure. So the habit of turning every conversation into a debate or argument is something worth gently working on. The third house rules the hands, arms, and nervous system, and with this placement, these area may need particular care and attention. What to practice? Not every battle is worth fighting. So learn to distinguish between conflicts that truly need your courage and the ones that are simply draining your energy. When you feel the urge to argue or defend your position sharply, pause and ask, is this communication solving the situation or just my ego? So softening your delivery does not mean weakening your point. Invest consistently in your physical health, especially your hands, arms, and nervous system. Regular movement, good rest, and stress management are not optional for you, they are protective. Sign variations. If Sun is your third lord placed in the sixth house, you are authoritative in service role and competitive communications environments. You may face ego battles through rivals or opponents in your field, but your courage consistently grows through overcoming real opposition. If Moon is your third lord in the sixth house, you are emotionally sensitive to conflict and can be deeply affected by the friction this placement brings. Your courage is tied to emotional healing. Service through care, nurturing, and compassionate communication is where you find your genuine strength. If Mars is your third lord in the sixth house, you are a fierce competitor and a natural fighter. Military, surgery, sports, or any high stakes physical field suits you very well. Sibling rivalry can be intense and sometimes painful. If Mercury is your third lord in the sixth house, you are a sharp and analytical communicator who navigates disputes with intelligence rather than brute force. Legal writing, medical documentation, technical communication, and or any field requiring precision under pressure is where you excel. If Jupiter is your third lord in the sixth house, your wisdom and ethical character protect you from the worst or what this placement can bring. You find genuine courage through dharmic service and honest dealings. Obstacles tend to be resolved through your integrity rather than through force. If Venus is your third lord in the sixth house, you approach conflict with a genuine desire for harmony, which is both your strength and your occasional vulnerability in a competitive environment. Your income flows through wellness, beauty, or service industries. Diplomatic communication is your natural defense against adversity. If Saturn is your third lord in the sixth house, your approach to obstacles is slow, methodical, and deeply disciplined. You outlast your competition through sheer persistence rather than speed. Sibling relationships may be serious and sometimes strained, but over time they can settle into something respectful and enduring. If Rahu is associated with third lord and the sixth house, you have an obsessive work ethic that eventually overcomes competition. You simply outwork everyone else. Your career may be in unconventional service or communication fields. Watch for hidden opponents or miscommunications that arise from unexpected directions. If Ketu is related with the third lord and the sixth house, you carry past life karma around conflict and struggle that is being consciously walked through in this lifetime. Service through spiritual communication, healing, or counseling is natural for you. You accept life's obstacles with a philosophical grace that others find both puzzling and genuinely inspiring. Seventh house. The seventh house is the house of marriage, business, partnerships, public dealings, and alliances. If third lord is in the seventh house, you are someone whose initiative and expressive abilities come most fully alive in relationship, whether it is marriage, business partnership, or public facing role. Your spouse or business partner is likely to be someone who is bold, communicative, and active themselves, someone who matches your energy or even exceeds it. This can create a wonderfully dynamic partnership, though it also means there will be no shortage of strong opinions and spirited communications. Trade, negotiation, and public dealings are natural and rewarding avenues for your third house energy. Strengths. Your spouse or business partner is typically courageous, skilled, and active. You have a natural and genuine talent for trade, negotiation, and communication with the public. The right partnership is genuinely multiplying for you. Your effort and skills are amplified when you work closely with someone who is truly aligned with you. Challenges. Communication disputes with your spouse or business partner are a real and recurring theme, because two expressive, initiative driven people in one relationship will naturally have strong opinions or occasional clashes. So, learning to listen as well as speak is the central relationship skills for you. Restlessness in relationship is a real pattern. You can become bored or feel confined once the initial excitement of partnership fades. This needs honest self-awareness and active effort to cultivate depth rather than always seeking novelty. Your siblings may sometimes become involved in your marital or business matters in ways that create complications. So keep these spheres as clearly separate as possible. What to practice? Before responding in a partnership disputes, genuinely listen to what other partner is saying, not just waiting for your turn to speak. Real listening is the great communication skill. Actively invest in the depth of your partnerships. Plan things together, learn something together, challenge each other in healthy ways. Where siblings and spouse or business partner intersect in your life, maintain clear and respectful boundaries between the two spheres. Sign variations. If Sun is your third lord in the seventh house, your spouse may be authoritative, well known, or hold a position of prominence. Your public communication is bold and confident. Marriage brings a sense of recognition and social standing that matters to you. If Moon is your third lord in the seventh house, your partner is emotionally communicative and expressive. The dynamics of the partnership fluctuate with emotional tides. If Mars is your third lord in the seventh house, your partner is energetic, bold, and direct, much like you. When you are in harmony, the combined energy and productive power is impressive. When arguments arise, and they will handle them with directness and fairness rather than letting things fester. If Mercury is your third lord in the seventh house, your partner is witty, communicative, and intellectually sharp. Business alliances built on clever communication and mutual exchange of ideas are natural and fruitful for you. If Jupiter is your third lord in the seventh house, your partner is wise, generous, and guided by genuine values. Your business alliances are ethical and inspiring. Partnerships built on shared higher purpose grow steadily and honestly over time. If Venus is your third lord in the seventh house, your partner is charming, creatively gifted, and socially graceful. Communication in your marriage is generally harmonious and pleasant. Artistic or aesthetic business collaborations are natural and financially rewarding. If Saturn is your third lord in the seventh house, your partnership is serious, karmic, and built to last. Communication in marriage is measured and careful. Both of you choose words deliberately. Yeah. And what is built in this partnership is solid and enduring, though it takes real time and patience to reach its full potential. If Rahu is associated with the third lord and the seventh house, your partner may be unconventional, maybe foreign, or from a very different cultural background. Communication dynamics in the partnership can be intense and unpredictable. Business partnership may be unusual or on the cutting edge of something, which is exciting but requires careful investigation. If Ketu is associated with the third lord or the seventh house, your partner carries a spiritual quality and a sense of past life familiarity. Communication in the marriage has a detached, profound quality. There may be long silences, but also moments of deep and wordless understanding. This partnership carries a karmic and genuinely soulful thread. Third lord in the eighth house. So the eighth house is the house of transformation, hidden wealth, inheritance, longevity, and sudden events. It is the one of the those sthana houses, and third lord here is considered a challenging placement. So when third lord is placed in the 8th house, you are not a surface level person. Your natural courage goes toward what is hidden, taboo, deeply psychological, or genuinely transformative. Research, investigation, occult sciences, psychology, crisis management, these are the territories where your initiative feels most natural and most alive. Your communication has a depth and intensity. You rarely say the expected thing, and the words you say tend to stay with people. Your journey with siblings may involve real upheaval or sudden changes. So because of that, these relationships deserve extra care and openness. Strengths: you are a natural researcher, investigator, or occult practitioner. You go deep into things that others skim the surface, and you bring back real knowledge from those depths. Your communication is deeply transformative. When you speak or write, something in the listener shifts. This is a rare and powerful gift. You have genuine courage in facing what most people fear to look at, whether it is psychological shadow work, crisis situations, or deeply uncomfortable truths. Challenges: there is a possibility of sudden disruption related to travel, hands, arms, or communication. Siblings' relationships may go through deep crises, sudden breaks, or dramatic transformations. Your communication can come across as secretive, intense, or difficult to read. People sometimes feel that they are only getting part of the picture from you. What to practice? Work actively on being more transparent and open in your communication. Channel your natural depth into a genuine area of expertise, like research, psychology, investigative work, or healing. Be physically careful. The third lord in the 8th house can bring sudden events around short travel or physical activity. Sign variations or the planet variations. So if sun is your third lord placed in the 8th house, your courage is tested through crisis, hidden power, struggles, or dramatic transformation of your identity through effort and experience. You may earn through hidden authority roles or behind the scenes leaderships. If moon is your third lord in the 8th house, you have psychic sensitivity around communication. Your hidden emotional life is deep and rich. Income comes through healing, counseling, or intuitive work. Mars. If Mars is the third lord in the 8th house, you are fearless in high risk fields. Surgery, military, emergency work, or any career that requires acting decisively under intense pressure suits you. If Mercury is the third lord in the 8th house, you are a brilliant researcher, investigator, or analyst. Your mind goes straight to what is hidden or overlooked. Forensic, investigative journalism, psychology, or any field requiring deep analytical thinking and communication suits you perfectly. If Jupiter is the third lord in the 8th house, your wisdom and ethical character protect you from the worst of what this placement can bring. Transformation for you leads to deeper philosophical understanding rather than permanent loss. Gains through inheritance, occult knowledge, or wisdom-based hidden work are genuinely possible. If Venus is your third lord in the 8th house, you carry hidden creative talents that are deeper and more complex than what you show on the surface. Gains may come through a partner's resource or shared assets. Your artistic expression has a transformative and sometimes haunting quality that people do not easily forget. If Saturn is the third lord in the 8th house, your journey is long, karmic, and demands patient, hidden effort. Income comes through behind the scenes work that takes time to be recognized. Your courage is forged slowly through enduring transformation. If Rahu is related with the third lord in the 8th house, you have an obsessive interest in hidden, occult, or forbidden knowledge. And this interest, when channeled productively, it can take you to genuinely remarkable places. Dramatic and sudden changes in communication, travel, or sibling relationships are possible. So stay alert and be prepared. If Ketu is related with the third lord and the 8th house, Deep wisdom from past life flows through you in hidden or often mysterious ways. You are detached from material effort while carrying extraordinary depth. Your communication has a mystical quality. Like what you say often lands as genuinely profound, even when you are saying it simply. Third Lord in the ninth house. The ninth house is the house of luck, father figure, higher wisdom, religion, philosophy, and long journeys. It is one of the most auspicious houses. And when the third Lord is in the ninth house, you are someone whose personal initiative and expressive gifts find their highest expression when they are in service of something larger than yourself, like a philosophy, a spiritual path, a cause, a tradition, or a teacher you genuinely believe in. You are a natural traveler, writer, publisher, or communicator of higher knowledge, and your father or a significant guru figure likely has a meaningful and positive influence on efforts and your path. Strengths. You are a natural communicator of higher knowledge, whether through writing, teaching, translating, or broadcasting philosophical and spiritual ideas. Long distance travel and foreign exposure are genuinely growth producing for you. A father or guru figure tends to support and guide your efforts in meaningful ways. Challenges. There is a tendency to become dogmatic, like taking your beliefs and pushing them onto others rather than simply sharing them and allowing others to find their own path. Your restlessness can drive constant movement and travel. And your relationship with your father or guru figure or with siblings may sometimes involve distance, like physical or philosophical, or a tension around differing belief system that needs to be handled with respect and openness. What to practice? Share your beliefs, philosophy, and wisdom freely, but hold the outcomes loosely. Your job is to offer, not to convert. While embracing your love of travel and learning, also invest in building roots like a home, a practice, a community, and tend to your relationship with your father or father figure consciously, whether it is close or complicated. There is something important there for you. Gratitude and honest communication go a long way. Sign variation, all planets in as the third lord. If Sun is your third lord in the ninth house, you are a bold and authoritative communicator of higher knowledge. Fortune often walks through your father's influence or through your own prestigious career in writing, speaking, or public philosophy. If Moon is your third lord in the ninth house, your philosophical communication is emotionally rich and deeply intuitive. A nurturing mentor, spiritual mother figure, or deeply caring teacher may shape your dharmic path in a very personal way. Income through spiritual or educational travel feels natural and rewarding. If Mars is the third lord in the ninth house, you pursue dharmic truth with real courage and energy. You are not a passive believer, you are an active reformer. Income through travel, law, or mission driven action suits you. You may be bold and sometimes controversial voice in religious or philosophical conversations. If Mercury is your third lord in the ninth house, you are a gifted writer, translator, or publisher of philosophical content. Your sharp and clear mind communicates higher knowledge in ways that are accessible and practical. If Jupiter is the third lord in the ninth house, this is one of the most fortunate expression of the third lord in the entire series. Great wisdom, teaching ability, and philosophical depth combined with real fortune. Your father or guru figure's blessings is strong and genuine. If Venus is your third lord in the ninth house, your income flows through spiritual arts, sacred music, refined aesthetic philosophy, or any creative field connected to higher truth. You communicate truth in a graceful and beautiful way, so that people receive your wisdom as a gift. If Saturn is your third lord in the ninth house, your philosophical effort is slow, disciplined, and deeply patient. Karmic rewards come through years of honest dharmic living and genuine service. You may be a late blooming teacher or writer, but when your voice fully emerges, it carries a deeply authoritative and enduring quality. If Rahu is associated with the third lord in the ninth house, your dharma is found outside mainstream tradition, like perhaps in a foreign philosophy or an unconventional spiritual path or an unexplored field of wisdom. Your communication is bold, sometimes controversial, and genuinely original. fortune comes through following this unusual but authentic calling. If Ketu is associated with the third lord and the ninth house, past life spiritual merit brings you quite recognition as a teacher, communicator, or philosophical guide, often without you actively seeking. Your expression is spare and profound. A liberation oriented approach to dharma means you share freely and hold nothing back for personal gain. Third lord in the 10th house. So the 10th house is the house of career, public status, authority, reputation, and life's work. It is a Kendra house, so one of the pillars of the chart. So if third lord is in the 10th house, your career is built on what you can do and what you can say. Writing, speaking, media, content creation, design, teaching, entrepreneurship, any field where personal skill and expressive ability translate directly into professional standing, this is where you belong. Your professional reputation grows through the quality and consistency of your effort. People in your work world notice how boldly and actively you show up. Siblings may play a surprising and positive role in your career. Strengths. Your career is built directly and clearly on communication skills and your personal effort. Your professional reputation grows through consistency, boldness, and a willingness to show up and act when others hesitate. Siblings often support or inspire your career direction in meaningful ways. Challenges. Career restlessness is a real pattern. Like you may change jobs, fields, or direction more frequently than is ideal. You never quite stay long enough in one place to fully build what you are capable of building. So commitment to a clear professional direction is important. And there could be impulsive professional decisions, like saying the wrong thing publicly, acting without thinking, or jumping into a new opportunity without proper evaluation. That can damage a reputation that look real time and effort to build. So think before bold moves, especially when they are public facing. And in chasing career success and professional activity, you may sacrifice rest, home life, and personal renewal. So you need to think about that as well. So what to practice? Make a conscious decision to stay in one career or professional direction long enough to truly master it and be recognized for it. And before making any significant public professional move, a bold statement, a job change, a business decision, so before that, take time to think it thoroughly. Because the third house impulse to act quickly is a strength, but in career sphere, it needs discipline. And schedule genuine rest and home time as seriously as you schedule professional commitments. So your best career walk comes from a place of inner renewal, not constant exhaustion, sign variation, or the planet variations. So if Sun is your third lord in the 10th house, your career is in communication, media, or leadership is prestigious and highly visible. Authority is built through bold and publicly recognized effort. Your professional reputation is genuine source of personal pride. If Moon is your third lord in the 10th house, your career in public service, communication, or care is emotionally meaningful to you. Your professional confidence fluctuates with your emotional state. Your public personality is nurturing and expressive. If Mars is your third lord in the 10th house, you build your professional reputation through sheer drive, boldness, and fearlessness. Engineering, media, military, or entrepreneurial fields suit you perfectly. You are not afraid to be the first to act or the first to speak up. If Mercury is the third lord in the 10th house, you are versatile and highly communicative professional. Multiple career avenues through writing, teaching, business, or media are natural for you. Your reputation is built on intellectual agility and the ability to communicate complex ideas clearly and usefully. If Jupiter is your third lord in the 10th house, your career in teaching, law, publishing, or philosophical work is both respected and well compensated. Your professional reputation is built on wisdom, honesty, and genuine care for the people you serve. You are a kind of professional that others trust and recommend. If Venus is your third lord in the 10th house, your career in arts, entertainment, media, or design flourishes through the combination of creative communication and aesthetic sensibility. Your public presence is charming and graceful. If Saturn is your third lord placed in the 10th house, Your career climb is slow, steady, and deeply disciplined. Income grows significantly with experience and seniority. Your professional reputation is earned through years of patience and methodical effort. But when it arrives, it is solid, respected, and genuinely lasting. If Rahu is related to third lord and the 10th house, your career rise may be unconventional, sudden. There could be disruptive communication, technology, or entirely new field um, of professional success. Your reputation can be dramatic and polarizing. Like it can be brilliantly high and suddenly reversed. If Ketu is related with the third lord and the 10th house, past life professional skills surface naturally and quietly in your work, making you quietly impressive without obvious effort. You are drawn to research, spiritual, or deeply niche career. You earn genuine professional respect without actively seeking recognition. And this humble quality is one of your most powerful career assets. Third lord in the 11th house. So the 11th house is the house of gains, income, social networks, elder siblings, and fulfillment of desires. So when third lord is in the 11th house, you are someone whose personal initiative and communication skills connect beautifully with networks, communities, and social circles. And this connection consistently generates income, opportunities, and the fulfillment of what you work toward. Your elder siblings or well established people in your social networks often play a genuine and positive role in your life, like opening doors, offering support, or simply being the kind of people whose company lifts your game. Your desires around your skills and communication work, the things you hope to achieve through your effort, have a strong and satisfying tendency to come true, especially as you mature and your networks deepen. Strengths. Financial gains flow naturally from your communication skills and personal effort. What you know how to do, what you can say, and how boldly you go after things consistently translate into real and growing income. Elder siblings or established people in your network are genuine sources of support and opportunities. Your efforts and aspirations are frequently and satisfyingly fulfilled. Challenges. The 11th house always wants more, and with the third house restless energy here, there is a tendency to spread your social energy too thinly, like maintaining 100 superficial connections rather than investing deeply in a meaningful few. And you may impulsively commit to too many community projects, causes, or group efforts at once and end up exhausted, overextended, and delivering far less than you promised. Network based income can feel exciting and abundant in good periods, but it can also dry up suddenly. So do not become so reliant on your network for income that you lose sight of building independent and stable income streams as well. What to practice? Identify the 5 or 10 relationships in your network that are truly meaningful and invest in those deeply rather than maintaining dozens of loose connections. Give generously to your community, like share your skills, your communication, your courage, and your time. While your networking and community skills are genuinely strong, also build income channels that do not depend entirely on other people. Sign variation or planets variations. If Sun is your third lord in the 11th house, you are a bold and authoritative leader in large communities. Elder siblings are influential and well connected. Your gains come through public recognition, leadership roles, and the kind of visible, confident communication that people associate with real authority. If Moon is your third lord in the 11th house, you feel deeply and emotionally fulfilled through your community relationships. Your income may fluctuate with your social confidence. Elder siblings are nurturing and genuinely supportive. If Mars is the third lord in the 11th house, you are an aggressive and competitive networker who drives real results through group effort technology or bold community leadership. Your gains come through showing up with energy and courage in community contexts. If Mercury is a third lord in the 11th house, you naturally develop a wide circle of intellectually and financially valuable contacts, multiple income streams through community communication, like content, teaching, business networking, or association work that flow naturally and often simultaneously. If Jupiter is your third lord in the 11th house, your community network is generous, abundant, and widely respected. Gains flow through sharing wisdom, offering guidance, and being genuinely helpful to the people around you. You are the kind of person that communities both look up to and generously support. If Venus is your third lord in the 11th house, your gains flow beautifully through arts, beauty, entertainment, and creative communities. You are charming, well loved, and naturally socially adept, and your community genuinely rewards you for the pleasure and beauty you bring to shared spaces. If Saturn is your third lord in the 11th house, your income through networks is steady, reliable, and built on genuine long term investment in relationships. You are a patient and strategic community builder. Elder siblings provide structured, dependable support. What you build in your network is solid and enduring. If Rahu is associated with the third lord in the 11th house, your gains through networks can be sudden and surprisingly large, especially through unconventional, foreign, or highly unusual social circles. Your ambition within community efforts is intense. Financial buffers are important because the volatility that comes with sudden gains can swing in both directions. If Ketu is associated with the third lord or in the 11th house, then despite consistently receiving gains and community support, you carry a genuine detachment from them. You are drawn to spiritual communities rather than commercial ones. Abundance flows from your past life merit and genuine generosity without you needing to chase it. Third lord in the 12th house. The 12th house is the house of losses, foreign lands, isolation, moksha, and the subconscious. It is one of the Dusisthana houses or the difficult houses. So the third lord here is one of the more challenging placement. When the third lord is in the 12th house, your effort does not always show on the surface. You may work hard, communicate deeply, and carry genuine skill, but much of what you do happens behind the scenes, in private, abroad, or in service of things that do not come with public applause. Your most natural income channels are often out of the ordinary, like foreign countries, behind the scenes work, spiritual service, healing, or any setting there where the work is quiet and the rewards are subtle. Your relationship with siblings may involve distance, both physical or emotional. And the deepest invitation of this planet is towards surrender. So learning to act with full effort and then release the outcome. Strengths: income through foreign countries, travel writing, international clients, or living and working abroad is one of the most natural and productive financial channels. Behind the scenes creative work, so like writing in solitude, ghost writing, private consulting, spiritual teaching, or any work done quietly and without fanfare flourishes naturally for you. Your inner life and subconscious creativity are genuinely rich and deep. Challenges: your effort and skill may frequently go unrecognized or feel as though they are disappearing into a void. This can be genuinely demoralizing. So the important practice is to do the work for the work's sake, not for the recognition. Siblings relationship may involve physical distance, emotional disconnection, or unresolved separation. So these bonds need deliberate and patient tending, because left to drift, they can become genuinely painful. And your communication has a tendency to be misunderstood, poorly timed, or simply not land the way you intended. So extra care and clarity in how and when you communicate will save you a great deal of confusion and frustration. What to practice? So embrace solitary creative work as a genuine strength rather than treating it as a limitation. Like, your best work often comes from your own company, your own silence, and your own uninterrupted depth. Actively explore income channels connected to foreign countries, international clients, or spiritual and behind the scenes work. These are your genuine sweet spots. Before communicating anything important, take the time to get very clear within yourself about exactly what you want to say. Then choose your moment and your words carefully. Sign variations or the planet variations. If Sun is your third lord placed in the 12th house, your identity goes through a process of dissolution around effort and communication. What you thought you were doing publicly slowly transform into something more private and genuinely meaningful. Income comes through foreign authority, institutional roles, or work done away from the public gaze. If Moon is your third lord in the 12th house, you are emotionally withdrawn in your communication, which can make you hard to read, but also gives your words a quite depth. when you do choose to speak. Income through healing, charitable work, or private care professions is natural. Your domestic life may feel emotionally unsettled. If Mars is your third lord in the 12th house, your energy is directed into hidden, foreign, or confidential fields, research, hospital work, military service abroad, or any intense institutional environment suits you. Your restlessness finds a genuine outlet in overseas adventures and behind the scenes action. If Mercury is your third lord in the 12th house, you do your best intellectual and communicative work in private. Ghostwriting, research, confidential consulting, or any form of behind the scenes communication work suits you perfectly. Your subconscious mind is a remarkable creative tool, so you need to trust that. If Jupiter is your third lord in the 12th house, you spend generously on spiritual pursuits, foreign retreats, and quiet wisdom work. Income flows through spiritual institutions, ashrams, or private teaching settings. Financial losses are met with philosophical acceptance rather than despair. If Venus is your third lord placed in the 12th house, your hidden creative gifts flourishes beautifully in solitude. Foreign arts, private aesthetic work, or spiritual creative expression is where you come more fully alive. Your inner beauty and rich imaginative life are what drive your most meaningful creative input. If Saturn is your third lord placed in the 12th house, you have a disciplined and deeply purposeful approach to hidden efforts. Income comes through patient and consistent behind the scenes service that takes time to be recognized and rewarded. Your lifestyle is minimal and intentional, and there is a profound dignity in that. If Rahu is associated with the third lord and the 12th house, you have intense subconscious drives around hidden effort, foreign communication, and unseen knowledge. You may relocate abroad for creative or communication work, and this relocation may be exactly what unlocks your most productive period. The obsessive pursuit of hidden wisdom can be genuinely transformative. If Ketu is associated with the third lord or the 12th house, this is the most spiritual liberated placement of the third lord in the entire series. You carry a complete and genuine surrender of personal effort and skill to higher power. Your communication is minimal but profoundly meaningful when it does emerge. Spiritual liberation through letting go of personal initiative is your deepest and most beautiful inheritance in this lifetime. That is all for today's video. Drop your ascendant and the placement that resonated most with you in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. If this was helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more Vedic astrology content. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video. Thank you for watching and keep growing.